So, you guys wanted to know the answer to test number 13. Well, there's a reason why I gave you guys the Ascendant Lord being in the 5th house. Okay, there's a reason why. Because whatever you guys have guessed so far, you could have guessed even without knowing that Mercury is in the 5th house, who's the Lord of Virgo, which is the rising sign in this test. But the reason why I gave you is this. If you watched my video on Arudha Lagna, this test would make a lot of sense, and this test would have totally different answers than what most of you said. And none of you actually got this test right, I would say. You guys kind of had mixed results in there, but mainly nobody knew exactly why Mercury is in the 5th house. There is no reason in this test. You guys could have made the assumption without it. And remember, I only give you guys tests on things that I've already discussed. So in my Arudha Lagna video, I told you guys that whenever Saturn goes over your Arudha Lagna, it will kind of destroy the image of a person. This person might suffer a lot of insult. Something might happen where their image in society will suffer. And in this chart, the Arudha Lagna is Venus, the sign of Taurus, which is in the 9th house. Why? Let's take a look at it. You see, Mercury is in the 5th house from the Ascendant Lord, and it's the Ascendant Lord. So in order to find the Arudha Lagna, you have to find the Ascendant Lord and then count that many places from the Ascendant Lord. So since Mercury is 5 places away from its place, you're going to count 5 places from Mercury to find the Arudha Lagna, which is Venus. And so in this case, Venus, the sign of Taurus, becomes our Arudha Lagna. So even though Saturn is friends with both Mercury and Venus, okay, and yes, it may invoke the creative, creative light within this person. However, Saturn is still going to do its job. So what could happen with Venus having Saturn go over it as the Arudha Lagna, meaning this person could get a lot of humiliation due to females. It can face danger to its image due to any mishap regarding females. Maybe he pissed an ex-girlfriend off. She went off online and spread all sorts of things about him. And for that time being, people started thinking, oh, he's the most, deceivable man out there. And they might think of him as some sort of a, criminal, because he tried to do something to this girl. Well, they might be lies. At his work or her work, co-female co-workers can put something against this person, then they can get fired because of it, or they can face, they might have done something stupid at a club where suddenly the girl is now filing charges against them. So the image suffers. It might ignite a fire in them regarding creativity, but anytime Saturn goes over the Arudha Lagna, you might face humiliation. So once you find your Arudha Lagna, and I remember when I did this video, literally like every single person who went back in time and looked at when Saturn went over the Arudha Lagna, they're like, yeah, I literally lost my job. I had no money. I was literally kind of like homeless. Everybody suffered. So it doesn't matter if it's Saturn going over a best friend or an enemy. It's going to do its job to teach you that, be careful, pretty much. Because Arudha Lagna is your image to the world. It's your image that people see. Like you see me right now. You might think of me as the most ugliest man on YouTube, or you might think of me as the most handsome guy you just want to be with, man. But that's the Arudha Lagna image of me that you're seeing. And so when Saturn goes over it, this malefic, slow-moving planet, it gives the reality that you ain't the most good-looking person out there, because these girls are just saying you're the most ugliest dude in the world, and they're spreading the things about you. Better be humble. You see what I'm saying? So that's what happens. And also, this person can go through a divorce, because Venus is a significator of marriage. So if Saturn is going over their Arudha Lagna, the image, then their image towards a female relationship can be destroyed. That means either a breakup could happen with their girlfriend or boyfriend, or they can go through a divorce during this time as well. Okay, so, and remember, there's a reason why I give you certain planets. So if next time you see a certain planet that you think is out of place because the other part is just making sense, just remember these things, because they're not very tricky questions, but yeah, it just, you just got to know that, hey, I remember I watched this video about this and that. And so hopefully, you'll pay attention to every other video that I make from here on out. All right. So if you're new to my channel, subscribe above, because you just, you're getting some crazy, crazy stuff here, and if you want to know more about astrology, check out the link below. Check out my book, The Astrology, The Speed of Light. It'll totally open your mind about astrology. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow with Rahu in the 9th house. Bye-bye.